The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 welcomes you to Meridian's favorite TV personalities and three-time CMA nominees for Broadcast Personality of the Year. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Debbie.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Madison, filling in for Debbie this morning, who's still a wee bit under the weather.
A wee bit?
Yeah.
A lot of bit. If she ain't got a voice,
bless her heart.
she's out.
She is. She's had a very rough time this week, and that voice of hers is just played out. The cold turned into laryngitis, and it's just gotten worse and worse. And I spoke to her for a moment this morning, and I could pick up about every other, maybe fifth word, about every fifth word you could understand. So we're wishing her a speedy recovery. We hope she gets better. Right now, one of the big events that is going on as we get ready for the Kentucky Ham Meal. And good morning, Mark. How are you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Scotty Ray. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us on.
What is this, 60 years now that y'all have been doing the Kentucky Ham Meal?
Yeah, this is our 60th annual Kentucky Ham Meal. Started in 1963 and has grown over the years. Still a fundraiser for missions. We support 6 local charities, 1 in Jackson and 2 within the church. But it's all outreach and mission money that we support. And just a great event, we think, and the community's been great to us in terms of supporting it. So we started yesterday, and it ends today from 6:30. Well, we opened the doors at 6:30 this morning. It goes to 1:30 this afternoon.
I've got pictures.
That's 5 meal times.
I got pictures pulled up on the screen now for folks watching from the television side of this of what the ham looks like on the stove. Boy, that looks delicious.
Yeah, yeah. It's that country ham. It's a very salty kind of breakfast ham. People that come to it love it, and that's probably the staple item. In addition to that, we have scrambled eggs, and we have grits and homemade biscuits. We make thousands of homemade biscuits here with homemade, jams and jellies, and it's all the biscuits you can eat. And and with scrambled eggs are also a part of that, and coffee, red-eyed gravy, and it's a great breakfast. We haven't changed it too much over the 60 years, just because the ham meal is a tradition. It's worked, and so we've kept the same menu with very little alteration over the years. But
I spoke
yesterday. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I spoke to the sheriff yesterday, and he said he had a visit for lunch and for supper last night.
Yeah. He sure was, and we do have some repeat visitors. Donna Jo Johnson, the circuit clerk, was our first person at the door yesterday morning. She's been a loyal customer of the Kentucky Ham Meal, supporter of it I think she goes back to the very first one, and she was our first customer here yesterday. We gave her a 60th T-shirt that we're all wearing here, and we gave her one to celebrate her being the first customer this year on the 60th. But we do have return people. I think yesterday we served about 1,400 plates, which is really good for a first day here, and hopefully we'll do about another 1,000 today. So we'll get close to that 2,500 mark, and be able to give 15,000 or so away to after we do the expenses,
right.
Then probably about 15,000 or so that we'll be able to give away to these 9 different charities.
Well, Pastor, we certainly appreciate you taking the time out, Brother Mark, and talking with us about this. Give us the times one more time and where your church is located.
Okay, we are open now, and we'll be here till 1:30 this afternoon. So people have a chance to come in for breakfast or for lunch today. The church is located at 1301 23rd Avenue, right across from Mr. Rogers' restaurant. And it's a brownstone, red door church. You can't miss it. And we also have takeout, and that's a big part of it, too, that people can dine in. Just come to the 23rd Avenue entrance if you're going to dine in. If you're going to take out, you go through the alley between our 2 buildings, and they'll wait on you right there in your car. But we would love to have more folks come down and support it. It's for a great cause, and we think it's a great meal too. And we appreciate all that Meridian has done to support it in Lauderdale County too.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and we'll be down a little bit later ourselves to get a little bit.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you so much for the publicity.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, Scotty Ray. Bye-bye.
Bye. And again, that is a great place to go eat today. If you haven't had a chance, go by and visit with them. It is a bunch there. Madison, you're looking at the menu, aren't you?
Yeah, it looks like Thanksgiving food. Like this whole time, I'm thinking it's like a second Thanksgiving.
It is a lot,
Like
isn't it?
it's got like turkey, smashed potatoes. It looks like that egg salad. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Eggs?
that's what that looks like.
Like could be a casserole over there. Like that's Thanksgiving food.
Yeah. So, and it's $10 is what it costs. And again, as the pastor was telling us, Brother Mark, there, this goes to so many different charities in the Meridian area that they help out others that need help. And you don't realize that sometimes it's who you're helping by just going eating somewhere. So if you could, do that. Before long, it's going to be time for the Pancake Jubilee. We'll be having them coming in next week, talk about it, another fundraiser that is done here in the Meridian area. So many good-hearted people that give back to our communities, and we just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all. Well, did you have a good night's sleep, Madison?
No.
Nope.
No, I didn't.
Do you wake up a lot?
Yeah, constantly every hour.
What's your problem? Are you dreaming about something?
Yeah, I'm dreaming about having to wake up early in the morning and get ready.
I guess, is it anxiety that when you know you have to wake up at a certain time?
Yes. That I wake up constantly thinking I'm going to oversleep, so my body wakes up every hour to make sure I won't oversleep.
Well, I can always cure that by waking you up when I get up.
How about no, I lock you out of here?
Oh, boy.
Can't do your morning show then.
I have gotten so accustomed to getting up early for so long, I don't even need really an alarm clock. I've got one, but usually I'll wake up before it does. And I'm sure there's others like me that do that it just, your body just kind of gets used to it, and that's what you do every day.
Your alarm clock is your dog's.
Yeah, they do. They tend to do that. Richard Nelson, good morning to you. Melody, Stevie, good morning. Also, Rachel Lott is up. Good morning to you also. Steve Wanda McKinney, I see y'all. Let's see here. Tommy Craven, good morning from Lawrence, Mississippi, over there in Newton County. Certainly praying for Debbie, Linda says. We do appreciate that. Pat and Jim Coker says they hope Debbie feels better. Good morning, Miss Madison. Sicalina, Rachel Lott checking in all the way from Collinsville, Denise Covington. A lot of you up and stirring today. Now, that is a good thing of what we had there. Now,
in the middle of the week, it's hard to wake up, honestly.
Wednesday is. Now, we've mentioned this a couple of times. And did you go with me last year to the downtown historical walk, or did I go by myself?
I think your son went with you.
Okay, yeah, me and Dylan went.
I always do stuff on the weekends.
This is a very, very neat thing, and they're going to start talking about this next week also. Well, as a matter of fact, tomorrow they're going to come in because this is going to happen this Saturday. The History Walk in downtown Meridian, and it just really tells Meridian's history. They'll have people set up on the corners describing what happened there in the past. Dr. Alan Brown will be here to talk tomorrow. Yesterday, we had Ward Calhoun in talking about his great-great-grandfather, what he did for Meridian. So there's so much to see and do this weekend. Downtown Meridian, it gets underway at noon on Saturday. So come on out. I think it's going to be beautiful weather for it as well. So that's something to kind of look forward to as we get into the weekend hours. Well, if a few of you couldn't go to sleep last night because you heard something that sounded like fireworks, well, it wasn't fireworks that were waking you up. It was, well, actually gunfire. Let's jump into that. As we go to show you this, the first one would come in off of Davis Street at 38th Avenue. And you go, well, where is that? Let's show you a map here of a little bit closer to where this is right here. As you'll pull this in, this is Davis Street. This is 8th Street here. Here's Rose Cemetery. It would be due south behind Rose Hill Cemetery right here on Davis Street is where the gunshots would be heard last night. Now, it was a car, I'm being told by those that lived in the community, that passed through, possibly a white Impala that made some racket with a gun. They were not caught. They did get away. But the fortunate side of things is no one was injured either. That is the good story I have to tell you.
Thank the Lord that no one got hurt.
Yeah. Just north of town, Madison, we would get more gunfire as we pull in to take a look at this last night. Gunfire on 40th Avenue. Again, at the same time, no one was hurt, no one was injured on this, but let's look at this on a map on a broader scale where you can see this. This is State Boulevard here. Over here is going to be Poplar Springs Drive. It lies in between the two. Here's 40th Avenue. It happened right in that area right there. Gunfire. Now, no one was hit. No one was injured again. But it's still our town, and we don't want it to happen to you. Always contact your local council person. Let them know how you feel about it. Boy, what an interesting day it was yesterday.
Was there a lot going on yesterday?
It was a lot that went on yesterday, from small things. It was no big, large thing that happened. One of the big things that I keep hearing more of is small thefts of pickpocketing, so to speak, of walking in a store, taking something, and out the door they run with it. I've seen a lot of that lately. Now, on the bigger side of things that happened yesterday, let me see if I can find the news story here. The Meridian Police Department sent us a release late yesterday per statement there that they have arrested somebody in the murder that happened in Lauderdale County. Again, we don't need murders whatsoever. From what I'm understanding, as we told you yesterday, there was a murder, our second murder of the year in Meridian. Thankfully, there has been an arrest, but we didn't know what was going on for quite some time until, I guess it was somewhere around 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon that we got a memo from the Meridian Police Department saying that they'd made an arrest. And as we go here, the police department says they located this gentleman, Eddie Christopher Henderson, 32. He was arrested without incident early yesterday morning and claimed he may have claimed the life of John Teus McDonald, 41. Detective Shanetta Stevens said that the incident occurred at Walker Hill Apartments. That's where that gentleman was shot in the chest area, stomach area rather. He was rushed to the hospital, but he did not make it.
Ew.
So we pass along condolences to the family. We do believe there was some type of an argument between these two gentlemen. Again, you're innocent until proven guilty in the court of law, but he has been charged with murder. We'll see where this all turns out in the court of law. But we're already February 7th. We didn't have our first murder in Meridian last year until March. And so we're already at February 7th and have several shootings, but 2 confirmed dead already since January.
I was about to say, we were doing well until you said last year at March. Never mind, we're not doing well.
No, we're way ahead of schedule here. So be on your P's and Q's as there's not as many, and we always point this out, the colder months seem to keep people indoors more, and there's not as much crime that happens at this point. As things get hotter, the more crimes happen, the more people gather together and things happen. So we're just at the beginning of all of this. We still have some cold days ahead. But for the majority, as an overall big picture, a lot of people stay in when it's cool, and it picks up as it gets warmer. So who knows what lies ahead for us.
How about keep it cold?
I'm with you on that.
No, keep it cold and freezing, yes.
If it stopped the crime.
That.
Yes. Good morning, Scotty Ray and Debbie. Debbie is out this morning. Madison filling in. We'll be right back in just a moment with more of your local headlines that are happening here in our community. Don't rush off, folks.
Jackson Flowers has settled into their new location on Highway 19 North and is still offering the same great products and services you and your family have grown accustomed to over the past 60 years. Jackson Flowers is pleased to offer their after Christmas sale on many items found in their gift shop. Don't forget, they offer floral arrangements, live, along with all of their fashionable decor for your home or office. Visit Jackson Flowers, now located 2 miles north of Walmart on Highway 19 North. Jackson Flowers, for all occasions.
Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rockhouse will have the gun that you need, with a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. If it is time for another car or truck for your family, see our friends at Interstate Auto. They're located on North Frontage Road in Meridian, just down from IHOP. They offer bank rate financing. All applications are accepted with over 14 years in business, and they offer you a fair price. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturday 9 until 2. Appointments available after hours as well. Remember, all roads lead to Interstate Auto, 802 North Frontage Road, Meridian, 601-483-6977.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Debbie. As Debbie is out this morning, and so graciously Madison has come in to fill in once again. You had some hellos to say, didn't you?
Yes, I want to say good morning to Millie, Grady, and McCain because my mom sent a picture. And they are watching the TV very intently. So I want to say good morning to those three that I know of right now that are watching me.
So y'all be sweet. Act like good little babies, right? Is that what you're saying?
They need to. I think it's another full moon or something because kids are right now.
Nothing quite like it. The sun is starting to come out. Not as dark outside, but kind of cloudy for the most part today.
Kind of spooky looking outside.
We're going to get to 74. Right now, we're about at 61 today as we get ready for stormy weather tonight. And let's take a minute and talk about the weather just a moment.
We get tornadoes?
There is a possibility in the forecast with that. Now, I would guess with my best ability to say that it's going to stay west of us, but there is always the chance that we could get some. Let's start out with where the fog is this morning as we pull this up. Off to our west, we've got fog this morning. To the south, it's a little bit worse. And up to all the way to Louisville this morning, could see some fog. We'll look at Radar Live here in a second and see what's left of that remaining this morning. Here's our threat for tonight. If you're watching going, I wonder what the weather's going to happen. This is one of those after dark events.
Ugh.
And I hate to even say that. Beginning around 6 p.m. tonight will be the timeline until 3 a.m. is what we're expecting here. And if you'll see the yellow part is a level 2 and the level 1 is not as bad. Well, Lauderdale County, for the majority of it, is a level 1. Let's back out now, go over and take a look and show you what it looks like on the big map. What'd you say now?
At least not on Tuesday. Now it's on Wednesday. No more tornado Tuesdays.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. This is, this just got upgraded. So, wow, let me pull this up.
Scratch whatever you just said.
Yeah, let's pull this up where everybody can see this. This is an upgrade, and this is very, very serious. If you live in Newton County, you live in Jasper County, you live in Philadelphia, this is a level 3 now for tonight. Which means it's very possible anywhere in here that tornadoes could happen. What I was going to say before, everything, the money was being gambled on and beginning right here. But look what has just happened is in the last 30 minutes since I looked at this, it went live. We now have a level 3. And again, we want everybody in these areas here to be on your P's and Q's tonight. Because this could turn into something very, very serious. Let's turn on locations, Madison.
That shows us how fast weather can change.
It is.
That's why you always got to keep an eye out, just in case. It's only been 10 minutes. Well, I mean, things can change. Check it as many times as you want to. No shame.
Yeah, and there's no guarantee this will stay. This could shift more easterly all day long as we look at this. Here's the line is what we're looking at. Right here at the Red Goat, as you go across Newton County, is the line of number 2 and 3. This being the worst on the west side of Newton County as we climb up through here. Look at this. Highway 491 right through House, all of this area here. Of course, that's going to put you at Tucker right there, out to almost right there at the Dollar General, Highway 16 at Ford Store, straight up Highway 15 to Noxapater, and hanging just to the west of Lake Teocata, staying at that level 3. Now, Mississippi State is a level 2, but the rest of this, again, this is something very serious to be reckoned with that's going to be happening tonight. So we will be here during the evening hours, no matter what time it is. Should it happen, we'll go live to carry this weather for you to make sure that you're safe. That's all that it amounts to at the end of the day. So have a weather plan now. Make sure that you're prepared. Even if you're in this yellow, does not mean that you won't be in a level 3 by tonight. Tornadoes can happen at any given time.
Tornadoes are the most scariest thing ever. Hurricanes are kind of less threatening because you have weeks to prep and move. You
kind of know what they're going to do.
Yeah, but tornadoes, they can just kind of spawn while you're driving down the road. It could be sunny and oh, there's one.
Yep. And this is what they're showing us for the flash flooding. Now, this may have changed too in the last minute. We'll double check. But this is what we had 30 minutes ago, showing that the Hattiesburg area would get most of the flooding, is what we were showing about 30 minutes ago. So let's go back, and just for Pete's sake, let me go over here and get to the right page, and we're going to pull up a live one from the National Weather Service to see what they have to say now. Okay, they've changed the timeline by 1 hour as we pull this up.
That's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad, but it does push it later into the evening hours as we do this. They've changed this now to 7 p.m. to 4 a.m., as you'll see here for the Meridian area. 7 p. to 4 a.m. So it's an overnight event for sure. As we look at the possibility of flash flooding, it has moved up a little bit more. The Meridian area is still out of the flash flooding, showing more Jackson, Vicksburg area, and Laurel, Hattiesburg. But that does not mean that we will not get some very, very serious weather. Let's look at the wind that we will have, and the Meridian area covered up with wind tonight. So that means also, as we talk about this could mean that you could lose power tonight. Very easily, limbs snap, and we know how those pine trees work. Mm-hmm. In the dark, you will be.
I feel like now, required by law, everyone should have a generator by law, just in case, because like you never know when that. It could be anything though, because half the time we have a transformer explode every other week.
Yeah,
and
things do
our power
happen.
goes off, and the generators save us half the time. So, like, I feel like everyone needs a generator, no matter what.
Yeah, they're handy to have, and if you haven't cranked yours up in a while, might be a good time to do that this afternoon, just to be on the safe side in case we lose power tonight, because you don't want to lose what's in your refrigerator, and for heaven's sake, what's in your freezer. By no means do you want to lose all that. So, crank up your generators if you've got to. Make sure that they still run pretty good. If it's been setting up for more than 6 months, not too good.
At least you have enough time during the day this time. Be
Yeah.
like, oh, if it's not filled with gas, let me go get some.
Be a little prepared and be on that. So we hope that you will get on that one. Let's see what else we've got going on as we talked about the weather that is going to be probably moving into the area. We also, let's go here. A new look is coming to 39, Highway 39, somewhere around there where Dairy Queen is.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because when you said Highway 39, I'm like, wonder where that's at.
Madison, you didn't
Like,
know?
I am so dumb with name streets. You got to name a place.
Yeah.
And then I'll know what you're talking about.
All right, we're going to start at Highway 39 there by Dairy Queen, and we're going to go up to where the new Walmart is. That's the general area that the MDOT is going to start working on the 24th. Now, all of the street lights through there are going to be taken down with this project that they're doing, and then once they're done, they'll replace them. So it's going to look a little different through there for a little
I feel
while.
like it'll look nice, though, like really nice once they
We
get
hope
done.
so.
Will it match the further down, like what it looks like down that highway going to like PJ's Coffee?
The rest of 39
Yeah,
north?
will it look like similar to all those light poles, like very lit up?
Yes, they didn't give me a diagram and a picture,
I
but
feel we need a diagram and picture, please, because
so-
I want to know what it looks like, because I'm nosy.
Randy, where are you this morning? You're supposed to share that with us. But keep that in mind. And here's something that could cause accidents. Let's go ahead and jump on this. If you're coming over the 22nd Avenue Bridge, they've really changed how this works here. This is what we got from the Meridian City of Meridian yesterday. Here's the view. Here's the 22nd Avenue Bridge. Here is the Arts and Entertainment Center here. This red light right here, they've changed the travel direction. The right lane now is turn only. There used to be a lane to turn left and one to go straight. Now this left lane does both. So it's a little bit of a change there for everybody here.
So what was it before? Just a one-way street?
No, it had 3 lanes there to where.
Oh, okay.
And so now you have to wait. If you're going forward, if somebody's trying to take a left, you have to kind of sit behind them. So it's
that makes sense, but also, oh no, it takes a while to like be like, oh, this changed, I forgot. So
I'm
you have
still
to like.
a firm believer that Meridian was not ready for one-way streets. I
don't like one-way streets, because I remember when I was trying to go get my tag.
Yeah.
I got confused, and I was like, where do I go? What street is this? Why can't I find a parking spot anywhere?
You couldn't, could you?
It was awful.
Yeah, it's a toughie to do that. But be prepared for that. I'll go down and get some pictures of it. Hopefully later today I'll be able to do that. I should be out and about and get a few pictures of that to give you some examples of that. We had a car fire last night on the Highway 45 bypass. If you were traveling on the bypass around Meridian on Highway 1180 as it crosses there, car caught on fire. The Meridian Fire Department had to go put that out. Everybody was okay, but I think the car received some pretty rough damage there, as we show there of kind of what that looked like there.
It's
Prime
terrifying
example.
to like imagine your car just randomly setting on fire, like that person at the country store that you caught.
Yeah.
Like he said, it just randomly just started going up. Like, That's terrifying that your car can just do that, you know?
It is.
But I don't want to imagine my car just only go.
I don't want that to happen to your car either.
I know. A lot of people want to buy it.
Her and her little 4Runner.
My old little baby.
Ain't nothing quite like them. They run and run and run. A search is underway, and when I say Adams County, I'm talking Natchez, Mississippi. A man has fallen off a barge there, and what turned into a search is now, I think, turned into a recovery. He fell off into the water, around 50 years old. They have not been able to find him, and they have now turned this the other way and say they're trying to recover his body at this point.
Ooh, that's bad.
Condolences to the family on that. That could happen to anyone. Did you watch any of this? I only saw the first episode.
I'm going to go ahead and say no because it's probably old and I don't know what it is.
Well, it's a new show, but it's about something that is old. Right after the big show Yellowstone, they premiered 1 week. They did the show with Sylvester Stallone in it. Then they followed it up a couple of weeks later with a show about George and Tammy. And George Jones is who I'm talking about. But a Vicksburg person is got a cameo appearance in the movie.
Oh, nice.
Somebody from Mississippi. Maggie Foster McCain is in that new little flick there with Tammy and George. I hear it's really good. I hadn't watched any of the other shows.
I've never heard of this before.
It's a portrayal of what their lives were like back in the day.
Well, it's really cool knowing, like, people from here go off, like Paramore. You know, Haley Williams, she's from West Lauderdale. Like, she went to West Lauderdale, and now she's, like, a famous singer. So, like, that's kind of cool, you know? Like, she went to, like, high school around here. That's kind of cool.
Meridian has really had some great talent leave here and go and influence the world. We've had, from stock markets all the way around, a lot of talent has left this little town. Surrounding areas from Collinsville on around there. Let's see, two men. You often wonder, and this is again where we look at what happens in other cities of robberies and crimes that happen. Two 20-year-old men are going to get to serve 20 years for burglary. Shouldn't have done it to begin with. Why were they involved with something like that? It happens every day. We had at Wamba County, Mississippi, we had an attempted kidnapping. It was fraud, and police stopped it, thank heavens. Happened on Monday morning at a school. I'm glad they stopped that.
Someone went up to a school and was like, I'm going to come.
Attempted to take a child, and it was stopped. Thank goodness of that. Ooh. Always teach your children about
stranger danger.
Yeah.
Severely stranger danger.
Even in front of your home, of waiting for a school bus out front. Anything can happen this day and time. You just don't know.
Don't trust people. Like,
it's yeah.
You need to, like, give them, like, some tests, some homemade tests that you made yourself to be like, can I trust this person or not? You know, that's what I do. So, like, anytime I meet someone, I give them a little self-made test that I made and be like, are you bad or are you a good person?
All right, we just got a wreck reported. If you're traveling on Highway 495 this morning in King Road, at the intersection of Highway 495 King Road, we have it would be like a Penske truck involving with a car.
Oh.
So we've got a wreck there. The road is blocked at this point. A lot of people on the scene. Mississippi Highway Patrol is responding to that one there. Again, King Road, Highway 495. And we've got another wreck also at the I-59 split. I'm just getting this end in the northbound lane coming into Meridian. So you could have some delays there also.
Bet it's that fog and rain messing people up.
The road is very, very slick out there. Again, so let's go back over that. I-59 split, northbound lane, we have a wreck. Ooh. Right there. Highway 495 and also King Road, we have 3 cars involved in this one. So it's Mississippi Highway Patrol is being kind of pulled each different direction. And each one of these wrecks would... this one may be City Meridian, there where the split is. Most likely it would be city. I think that's the city limits. So it's going to be a lot of police scrambling to take care of these situations. Be careful.
Drive slow, especially in rain, and don't look at your phone. Even if you're trying to change music, don't do it. Just drive really slow.
It ain't worth your life, is it?
It is awful, and especially when there's like big puddles in your car, hydroplanes on it.
You felt it before, hadn't you?
Yes, on the biggest curve going to the Dollar General, I spun out and I got okay. And as soon as I got back on the road, a big 18-wheeler passed by me, and I could have died.
Scared you, didn't it?
Yeah, it scared me.
There you go. Straight from Madison this morning.
Drive safe, please.
Rhonda Parker, good morning. Glad to see you. We'll be right back. We've got more to talk about this morning as we begin your Wednesday. It's hump day. How about some smiles, y'all? Come on.
It's middle of the week.
That's right. We'll be right back.
Your next Maytag or Whirlpool appliance is waiting on you at All Temp Appliance and Refrigeration on Highway 19 North. If you've been trying to locate a freezer, stop by and see their big selection of upright and chest freezers, a showroom full of stoves, gas, and electric. Maybe it's a new refrigerator from large double doors to the simplest of refrigerators. Name brand washers and dryers like Speed Queen and Amana. And delivery is available with a great service department to back up what they sell. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, and by appointment after hours and weekends.
Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 invites you by to take a look at a brand new product they've got. Odes, ATVs, and UTVs. These side-by-sides range from 800 to 1,000 cc's, and they come with heat or air. Whether you're doing work around the farm or hunting, they've got the unit just for you to keep warm or cool, depending upon that Mississippi and Alabama day. Swing by for a test drive today at Freeman Tractor. See coleslaw, buttermilk, and don't forget you can meet their newest employee, Eggplant. That's Freeman Tractor, Highway 494.
Have you been hurt on the job? Call Will Parker. Get the help you deserve. Call Will Parker. Know your rights when it comes to the workplace injuries. Call Will Parker. Call or go online at parkerfirm.net. Call your Meridian lawyer, Will Parker.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Debbie, as Debbie is still off this morning under the weather. Miss Madison so graciously helping us out as we begin this day.
I think I told you call it Scotty Ray Madison.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forget easily, don't you?
I need to get back on the job, don't I?
Yeah, do better.
We thank each and every one of you for joining us this morning and being a part of the show as we try to bring a smile, and we'll give you some information that'll be helpful. I hate to talk about anybody, but sometimes, well, you just got to. And I think this next fella, I'm not even sure that his mama liked him.
Are we talking somebody?
I'm smack talking somebody because I really just, he is not a liked man, especially in these parts. And again, I don't even know if his mama liked him.
His haircut's bad.
On this day, William Tecumseh Sherman was born in 1820.
1820.
He had this little thing called matches in his pocket, and he walked around striking and lightning anything he could. From here to Georgia.
Why would he do that? What's the end goal of doing that?
Destroy everything the South had, and then they wouldn't have anything to eat, and you'd have to surrender. Well, it kind of worked.
Well, I feel like people are mean. People need to stop.
It was a rough time, and if you have anybody that lived that's been passed on down to family from family of just how hard it was a tough time through our area on both sides of the fence. No food, no way to grow food during those times. It was tough.
Seems like back in the day, you had people lighting stuff on fire. Now you got people shooting.
It's bad.
Same
bad. This was one of the funniest guys I've ever watched. I watched Grumpy Old Men. I laughed at them. They were best friends, but they played tricks on each other. Anybody remember Jack Lemmon? Today would have been his birthday, born in 1925.
What was he on? So I can say I haven't
Grumpy
watched
Old
it.
Men.
I don't know that show.
It was funny. I liked it a whole lot. Hope you did too.
I'm glad y'all enjoy me being on here. I love beefing with my dad.
Nothing wrong with it, is there? 1931, this guy would not grow to be very old, but he would forever be memorialized at the age that he passed away. At 1931, James Dean would be born on this date.
He's got some nice hair.
All the ladies liked it.
It's because the hair.
I think that's what it was.
It's the hair.
Rebel Without a Cause. I've never watched the movie, but that was the big movie that made him who he is, and died in that car accident, if everybody will remember. Also, Jack was in The Odd Couple. I'd forgotten about that. Margie, and also Margie brought that up.
Oh, okay.
And Vicky loves Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah, I don't know the shows.
It's funny. 1940, this guy always seemed like he had... he was so straight-laced that he couldn't hardly get the news out.
His face looks like that?
Yep. Ted Koppel was born on this date in 1940. He was quite the old fellow there.
He just looks like he's just sucking in all the time.
Yeah, wasn't in a good mood at all.
I don't like. No, he doesn't look like it.
Not somebody that you'd stop and talk to at the grocery line. It just doesn't seem it there. 1941, I watched this movie over and over and over. Anybody watch 48 Hours? And then they came out with another 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy in it. Had a guy named Nick Nolte. Well, Nick Nolte is celebrating a birthday today. He was born in 1941. Truthfully, one of the funniest movies that I've seen in quite some time. It ranks up there real high. It was funny.
Really?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy really played the part.
Eddie Murphy's funny. I love him.
He was. He was good, wasn't he? Let's see. 1948. Here's another one. Anybody remember the song, Everything That Glitters Is Not Gold?
No.
And gosh, let me tell you, there's so much truth to that knowledge. Just because it glitters does not make it gold. Remember that in life. I know there's a younger generation as you. And basically what that's saying is...
You got a comment on my eyelids because they're sparkly? You got a comment on that?
I'm commenting on it there.
You say something about them?
Just because it looks good doesn't mean that it is what he's trying to say. Is Dan Sills was born on this day back in 1948. Of course, he had I Want to Dance With You, Baby, and Bop With You All Night Long. Numerous hits, but Everything That Glitters is probably one of his biggest hits that he had that most people will probably remember that one.
We got a birthday today.
Who is it?
Millie's youngest son, Marcus. Happy birthday, Marcus.
Well, hope it's a big one for you there. 1955, one of the greatest writers of all time, especially from the state of Mississippi, would be born. He would go on to write novel after novel, and we're talking John Grisham was born on this date, right here in Mississippi. So congratulations on that. Great guy. Oh, I know a lot of people that know him. 1960, there's a lot of people that remember this song as of Put Your Sweet Lips a Little Closer to the Phone. Let's pretend that we're together. No, you don't know it, I guess, there.
No.
Who remembers the song He'll Have to Go? The gentleman Jim Reeves had the number one song in America on this date. You can tell the man to turn the jukebox.
He looks really scary. He looks terrifying. His face looks like he's got like surgery done, and it's like his cheekbones are so. He is terrifying. That's a nightmare.
He may have been.
That's like a sleep paralysis demon coming out.
1964. It's even hard to imagine that the FBI would have time to investigate something like this, but I guess maybe after our recent findings of what the FBI really does, it doesn't shock us. They were investigating in 1964 the song Louie Louie to make sure it didn't have any hidden words in it.
What?
Really?
What?
Really. They were investigating it to make sure it didn't have hidden dirty words to lead people astray. They were bored that day, weren't they?
I was about to say, if they had some dirty stuff to say, they'd go out and say it.
Lord have mercy. 1965, what was the number one song? Do you know this one?
No.
Stop in the Name of Love.
Yeah, I do. Okay, never mind.
And they do the thing.
You had to do the hand motion. I didn't remember.
That was the song that was famous. It was number one on this date back in 65. Of course, I wasn't nowhere around, but a lot of you will know that song. It's been played over and over and over.
About every movie.
Yeah, that's a big one there. And what's up, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, he was born today. Gary Coleman was born back in 1968. He passed away in 2010. Hard to believe he's gone.
You use his baby picture.
That's as full grown as he got there.
What?
I said that's as big as he got.
I'm confused on how. Never mind. I'm just confused.
Yeah. 1990. Anybody remember Travis Tritt as he was just making his way into country music? Well, he had a song called Today. It was released called Help Me Hold On. Travis Tritt made the charts today. Great song there. Made his way from the hot Atlanta area to country radio. Pretty good.
I'm judging these people on their poses that they're doing.
Oh, were you? Now, this one, I totally forgot about this, but Del Shannon recorded so many songs. She's a runaway. Anybody remember that? But today is the day that he committed suicide in 1990. I didn't realize that he had done that.
That's not good.
No, it's not. But Del Shannon had such a big run there. We got out of sequence here, but this it debuted tonight. 1974, as we would all remember, Dynamite as Good Times premiered tonight in 1974.
That show is such a good show. I love that show. Like the older shows, like The Good Times, Golden Girls, and like all the other stuff. Those shows are so good, but now all the new stuff just.
I agree.
Let's see, Margie said different strokes. Gary Coleman had a kidney disease that stunted. That's why I was confused. I was like, why are you saying he's still a baby when he died? Like,
he was a little fella.
Okay, when you say like he was little, like what happened? I need explanation.
Okay.
Thank y'all for telling me because I was confused. Thank you.
I didn't realize what you were looking for.
That they understood me. Thank y'all.
1978, a blizzard blew in. I don't know if you remember this, but this was what it looked like in the New England area in 78. Look at the snow, how high it was.
Oh, God.
That was a lot of snow that fell down. And we've had some humdingers, but that was a big one there also.
What was our highest snow for Mississippi?
Most I've ever heard anybody talk about is 6 inches. I could be wrong.
6 inches isn't a lot, but it's enough to scare everybody.
It's enough to shut Mississippi down. As we go back, one of the last things that happened, I remember watching this as a kid, and I always wanted to see it because they always had these new inventions, stuff that you'd never seen before. Anybody remember watching the Wild Wild West? Well, James West was passed away on this date. Robert Conrad, who played James West, died in 2020.
Oh.
I didn't realize it was that soon ago. I thought he'd been gone a lot longer than that.
I feel like this year is still 2020. It hasn't registered. It's been like 3 years, Like,
yeah.
Time is a concept at this point. I don't know what it is.
It flies, and the older you get, the quicker they get. The Christmases just go like that.
Yeah, that's why you're like, it's Christmas already? Well, duh.
We're 2 months into the new year.
Bill said that he lived in the during the blizzard of 78. How was that? Like, was it like awful? Were you scared? Like, did you go play in it? Like, what happened? I want to know.
I doubt I would play in it. It was that high, Madison.
Yeah, but like you could build like a bunch of forts and snowmen and have snowball fights. Like, it's fun for like a day. So like have fun for one day.
Yeah, but I think that lasted for weeks is the bad part about that one.
I'm just saying for the one day. What happened?
Okay, I hear you, girl. Alrighty, 7:41. We'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Madison.
There you go.
We'll be right back.
If you're building or remodeling your home and finally getting around to that to-do list, before you spend your hard-earned money anywhere else, do yourself and your pocketbook a favor and check out the huge selection available at Southern Pipe and Supply. They have a large showroom on Highway 39 North in Meridian. You can check out the large selection of tubs, showers, sinks, and faucets. Southern Pipe for all of your heating and air conditioning system upgrades, along with standby generators in preparation for storm season. And we're local, Southern Pipe and Supply.
Need an expert to repair a rock peck or cracked windshield? Call Advanced Auto Glass by Joey for quality workmanship and customer service. Convenient same-day service, as well as in-house calibration for vehicle safety systems. Reliable mobile service is available in Clark, Kemper, Neshoba, Lauderdale, and Newton counties for all cars, trucks, and heavy equipment. Book your appointment today for custom tinting. It can reduce temps, fading, glare, and more. Improve the safety and enhance the appearance of your vehicle today with services from Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Spring is right around the corner, and Wilson Salt, Highway 19 North, invites you by to get your equipment ready. For the do-it-yourselfer, they have all the filters and oil you'll need. Does your X-Mark need a tune-up or maybe a new set of blades? Let the professional sharpen your steel chainsaw or replace the plug. And they can get your steel weed eater running like tip-top for the spring. Whatever your need is, Wilson Saw and Outdoor Power will have you ready for spring. 71 Highway 19 North, 601-693-4100. Well, our friends at Snowden Company invite you when it's time to buy a house or sell a home to speak with them first. They'll show you all about it there. Many people use them. You've seen them before there. If you're looking for a large home, maybe you need a smaller home. They'll be there through 5 o'clock today. Now, Saturday they'll shut down. They'll do it by appointment only. On Sunday, they're closed all the way around to go to church. Visit with them, though. You can go online and visit around at SnowdenRealEstate.com. Take a look at the houses. You see one you like, set up an appointment to go visit it. It's that pretty simple there. From small to older-looking home, whatever you're looking for, they can locate the exact floor plan that you're after. Here's West Lauderdale that's been added up for sale there in the Lake Ross Collins area. A few homes also. White, maybe that's the color of home you're looking for. Spacious, no matter. Talk to them. Let Amanda show you about this, and she'll do that. She's a designated seller, certified real estate agent, expert at it, real good at it. Visit with her. That's her team. Again, 453-3937. No matter what you're looking for in that style home, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, they've got all of that for you. Drop in and visit with them today.
7:44 as we head toward the top of the hour this morning. Don't forget we've got an accident that was called in a minute ago on I-59 at the split in Meridian, and also one on 495 and King Road that is slowing traffic a little bit. And we want you to be careful in those areas there. Let's see here. I-20 yesterday was temporarily closed down over near the bridge at Vicksburg. A crane caught fire, and they had to shut the interstate down until they got the fire put out.
How did it catch on fire?
I wasn't there.
Too hard?
But it caught fire.
Ugh.
So that slowed traffic for quite a little while till they got all of that cleared there off the roadways in the Vicksburg area there. Let's see what else has happened. We have had 2 former employees who stole from a community college, Kahoma Community College, if you've ever heard of that area. $750,000 was scammed from there. 2 ladies have been arrested. They have been sentenced to serve 5 years in jail for this.
That is awful. Oh, my gosh. Is that where all our money went? Them stealing it?
Shad White stays on top of this. And again, another case that they've busted. They've returned $100,000 and will have to pay restitution of the rest of the money. That's a lot of cash that was taken out of there. Shad White, like him or not, that boy stops fraud all the way around. Let's see what else we've got going on this morning. We find out, you remember the Drifters, the doo-wop singers back in the day? One of the lead singers, Charlie Thomas, has passed away in the last 24 hours. He was the age of 85.
That's too young.
85. It is, especially when you get right there about it.
Yeah.
You go, ooh, 85 is mighty young.
Yeah, like, whoa, that's unfair that he died from cancer.
It happens every day, and it even happens to people that are younger. That's why we always say be prepared every day of your life, because you never know when it might be your time.
That's why I say go jump in that snow. You never know.
Oh, did anybody watch the address last night, State of the Union? I happened to miss it. I figured it was not much to watch, but I'm sure that there are a few Americans who did.
Oh, I saw something about this this morning.
He says that he's created the biggest deficit reduction in history, and, well, others don't agree with him. Sarah Huckabee did the rebuttal to him last night. I didn't watch it either, but I'm sure it was some bragging on both sides of the fence last night. But if you missed it, I remember as a kid always dreading that, because we only had the 3 TV channels, and you had no choice. There was nowhere to go but to see the president when they gave a speech like that.
Just when you walk out of the room.
Go to bed early.
I'm going to go play outside for like an hour or something.
That was on TV last night, one of the things there. We had a flight attendant have to be taken to the hospital as she was in her, if you've ever flown anywhere where they sit in their little space, a computer cell phone battery exploded. She was injured from it. They had to take her in. It caught on fire. They got it put out, but she was injured pretty bad.
That is horrifying. Those laptops do get like burning hot, but for it to explode, it must have been like really hot for a while for it to explode.
Yeah, is that what causes them to do that?
It can, yeah. It'll just melt the bottom, and like it'll give you like severe burns from it.
Do you watch that stuff with your mother, that Orange County, the Housewives? Do you watch that stuff with her?
Sometimes, yeah.
I know she's I don't know which one she watches,
They're
but
funny.
The Orange County one, Slade Smiley.
22?
Her son has passed away at the age of 22.
What happened?
Cancer.
So you got one at 85, and then you got another one at 22. Cancer? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's bad. That's bad. So condolences to their family as we learn more about
It's
that.
sad thinking about it.
And I don't know much about, because I bowed out and I quit watching the NFL a few years back when they took the knee, and I just have never gone back to it. And I drew a line and I stuck with it. But a rookie football player with the Rams, Ronnie Rivers, they say he made about $500,000 last year off of his first contract. He was at the poker table. He won $514,000, and they say that that was as much as he made as his first year. He had a good run of luck at the tables. He was grinning ear to ear.
That is so much money.
I know.
Like, I can't even imagine, like, having that much money.
Yeah, that'd be a bunch.
Like, $20 is about my limit.
about 20 there, and you got to go spend it. That might be why you don't have any there.
No, I got money. Just not as much.
You know, as we touch base back on this, and we revisit it because it's worth revisiting, the school teacher, everybody with us remembers the school teacher that was shot a few weeks ago by the 6-year-old little boy who brought the gun to school, and everybody had told the principals, hey, this little dude's got a gun, and they kept going, no, we're fixing to go home, he doesn't. Well, it turns out that he has been in trouble before with this. They said he tried to choke a teacher with a belt before this, took his belt off and put it around the teacher's neck. It's been warning signs leading up to what this little boy was going to do all along, and nothing was done.
I heard that a lot of the teachers warned the principal and stuff hey, this child's kind of scaring us, and they never did anything. They constantly told them hey, this is concerning, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah. So it's a mess. As the teacher is at this point got an attorney and will most likely sue the school district for not protecting her after she gave that. And they have numerous accounts of people saying they should have taken a move.
That happens in a lot of places. You warn them, and nothing ever gets done until the worst possible scenario happens, and they're oh my gosh, we didn't know. You're lying. You knew it. You just didn't want to do anything.
It's kind of the proactive and the reactive thing of how you handle situations there. Happy birthday goes out to Caden Morgan, having a birthday this morning, 15.
Happy birthday. And if we've missed any other happy birthdays, happy birthday.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
I'm Chris Bullock, and I'm a candidate for Lauderdale County District 1 Supervisor. One of the reasons I'm running is I absolutely love this community and care about our people. I have the experience and leadership skills necessary to provide a professional service to every resident. I have a record of serving this community since I was 15 years old. It's time for fresh ideas under a new generation of leadership. I ask for your prayers, and I ask for your support.
Paid Political by friends of Chris Bullock.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install, or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Well, one of our closest friends is Chet's Paint and Body. Could be your friend, too. You might need to talk to him if you've had an incident with a deer. A lot of folks had happened to them lately there. They're located at 9888 Highway 495. That's right there at the split at the reservoir at Center Hill. You can't miss them there. Chet's word goes a long way. Ask anybody that's used him. Your car's going to come back clean, fixed properly, and the color's going to match. It's word of mouth that makes Chet what he is because he stands behind his word. No matter if you've been T-boned or whatever the case may be where you've done it to yourself or somebody run up amongst you, they can put it back to the way it used to look. See them. They got so many to choose from. They got more pictures on site that you can look at. Classic cars. Maybe you need a classic of yours repainted. Talk to Chet. They'll fix all of that for you there. Right there in the corner. That's their office when you pull up. 737-2961. Insurance claims welcome. They'll process all that for you and let you know when your car will be ready in a timely manner. A handshake is what it's all about there. Great folks. You'll love them there. Let's see here. As we see, good morning to Kay Moore, Daughtry. Glad to see you joining us there. Good morning, Peggy. Wally Starnes is with us.
Good morning, Gail.
Ooh, she's up in Porterville, Mississippi before noon. I don't know what's going to happen now.
That's why we got tornadoes today.
Oh, that could be it. Twitter has turned back on Senator Steve Daines' Twitter account. He was put in Facebook jail yesterday for an antelope that he killed. He put it in his profile picture, and they said that, well, you showed too much blood. And it was just a speck on it was very little, but it did cross policy. Elon fixed it for him, turned it back on.
That confuses me because I've been on Twitter and I've seen some of the most horrific stuff, and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, there are things
they report it and nothing happens.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Alec Baldwin asking the court to throw out all of this against him. They're not doing it, though. He's going to stand trial before long for involuntarily manslaughter with the gun incident that happened on the set of that movie set.
How long ago did this happen? I feel like this has been talked about for like 5 years.
It's about 2 years now, I believe. Oh, it's about 2.
It feels like a lot longer than this.
Got a feeling the movie's not that good anyway.
Well, if she got shot, I don't think it's very nice.
Last week, who was it? Bieber. That Justin Bieber we saw sell his music catalog for $200 million. This week, the headline reads, and holds something. It's hard to believe this could be worth that, but they're looking at paying for Michael Jackson's entire catalog about $900 million is what the family would divide up. $900 million.
Wait, that's how much each of them get, or that's in total?
Total.
Oh.
And they had to split it.
How many family members is
It's
there?
3 kids that are in line.
Oh, so they get a lot of money.
Yeah, they would get a bunch.
Ooh.
Nothing, the ranch is gone, all of that, but that would be their ticket to, it's a lot of cash.
To never have to do anything again. You just kind of chill.
They're making a movie about Michael Jackson, and I wasn't even aware of this. And maybe you're a big fan of Michael Jackson, but his nephew is going to play the part of Michael in it.
Oh, that's fancy. That's cool.
And there's a lot of people saying that this movie is going to glorify somebody who was nothing more than I guess the word to use is a child sicko, like preying on children, pedophile, so to speak.
Can I just say pedo?
Yeah.
That's the shortened version of it.
Yeah,
what everyone says.
So will it be big? We don't know. But he did do a lot for the music industry, but as we all know, there was a dark side to that was finally getting out.
There's like a dark side to every single person like out there that's like famous. They've all done something bad.
There's a bunch of them, I'll say that. Are you a fan of Lil Wayne, since we're bringing up music? He's a rapper, Lil Wayne.
I've heard some of his music, but I don't actively listen to him.
Yeah, I don't ever actively listen to Lil Wayne, but I've seen him.
You never actively listen to modern music anyway.
I may not. But I know he is funny. I've seen him on the interviews and things. But he bought a house just a few months back, about a year ago, for $17 million.
Ooh.
He sold it this week for $28 million. He's pretty good at what he does, I'd say.
For his waterfront island mansion?
Yeah.
Why would you want to leave?
$10 million profit will do that for you.
Man, I need to get rich quick.
Yeah.
I don't have my beach island mansion.
Well, we ain't got one, so we may not ever find out about that there. Oh, let's see here. Also, they're warning parents about TikTok, people jumping off high buildings into the water. Be careful. That's another thing.
Oh, that's just common sense.
We want to say thank you for y'all dropping by. Remember, weather tonight. We'll be here to walk you through it beginning from 7 p.m. until 3 a.m. Thank y'all very much. Thanks, Madison.
You're welcome.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: